Hey everyone, either welcome back or welcome to my channel. And in today's video, I want to talk about how I physically manage pain. So I've talked about before how I manage pain kind of by distraction wise, but today I want to talk about how I manage pain physically. So let's roll the intro. Hey everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Ashley Stewart. So, 2018 was actually a pretty hard year for me, but it was also a pretty good year too. So, I completed my bachelor's degree in biochemistry, but at the same time, I was also diagnosed with a rare condition called idiopathic intracranial hypertension, or IIH. Some of you may also know this by its older name called pseudotumor cerebri. So, if you're curious to learn more about what it's like to live with this rare condition, then I encourage you to watch on. Don't forget to subscribe, and I upload new content every Monday and Thursday afternoon. I want to talk about how I deal with pain more physically. So this is not going to be how I distract myself from pain. So this isn't going to be kind of what I do when I'm not feeling well. This is going to be kind of the physical things that I do for pain management. And actually, this is fresh on my mind, being that I'm fresh off of a flare up, and I technically still think I'm going through a flare up, even though I'm feeling a little bit better today than I was for the last week and a little bit. Thankfully, I'm having a little bit of a break today. Honestly, there isn't much that I was doing. The first thing I was doing was I was using an ice pack. I find that ice helps a little bit for me. It's really, really hard to take any amount of weight on the back of my head when it's really, really sore. I like it either on my neck or the back of my head, and if the ice pack is actually large enough, I generally will just lay my head against it. That actually seems to be the way that I find to do it, but that's just because I have a really, really sore spot on the back of my head. I don't know if anyone else has that. If you do, I'd really like to know about it, and maybe you can let me know in the comments down below if you also have a sore spot. Like I said, it's right here. If this is the first time that you're finding a video of mine on my channel and you're like, oh, okay, this is the first time I've ever seen anybody talk about this. I have this too. So, like I said, it's right here, and I get a sore neck too. It's right in the back of my neck. It's a sore and stiff neck. It gets sore and it gets stiff. Another thing that I was doing this last time was using a heating pad. I think this is the first time I've ever tried heat on my head, and I did with the heat the same thing as I did with the ice. And I found that the heat actually helped quite a bit more than what the ice did. But again, it was just about rotating the heat in the ice. And other than doing that, for me, that's all I was doing. There really wasn't much that I was doing. I actually had to stay away from my devices. My eyes were hurting so bad. So, like I said, and if you're following me on social media, my social media links are down in the description, down quite far in the description. If you want to keep in contact with me, I post a lot more pictures and I keep you guys a lot more updated on how I'm actually doing on Instagram. It's just I only post when I'm actually feeling okay. So the posts are not very frequent. I know I was crying quite a bit. I don't normally cry either, but it was a very, very painful experience this time. I don't remember being in that much pain ever with my IIH. I do remember last year in May, the first time I ever remember having a headache that involved a headache with pulsatile tinnitus, so like the one where you can hear your own heartbeat, or even with the whoosh or whatever, but it was one where I could hear my own heartbeat. A headache really, really bad. It was the worst pain I've had since that headache. that I could relate to it being that bad, and it was because it felt different this time. And I've been lucky since I've been diagnosed. My medication has been doing its job from what I can tell. Like, yeah, there's been days and there's been spans of a few hours where it's been fairly bad, but there hasn't been a span of, several weeks where it's been really, really bad. Where I've been on my medication for my IIH and then for the migraines and at the same time, and it's been really, really bad. I'm thankful that it seems to have gotten a little bit better, but like I said, this is only a day, so I don't really want to say that and have it get worse again. So, and actually, as I keep filming, I keep feeling more and more tired. So, I think that's where I want to leave this video for today. If you guys have anything that you would like to add in the comments down below for how you guys like to handle pain physically, for whatever you like to do for physical stuff that you like to do for pain, then be sure to drop it into the comments down below. And as for now, that's it for today. Bye, everyone.